This is luxury by design. Being locked inside your house for months on end doesn't sound too bad sometimes. Especially if you're living in one of those huge high-class celebrity houses. So trade your suits and skirts with PJs and get comfortable. Cause today we'll be taking a look at 5 of the most luxurious celebrity houses. But before you get too comfortable, please don't forget to click, hit and smash like on this video. Thank you very much. Number 5. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's house. Let's get this out of the way. None of the entries on this list are houses, much like the one Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie bought. The Chateau Miraval is essentially a small castle that comes with a vineyard. Located in the village of Corogne in France, this power couple initially leased the place for 3 years with an option to buy, since they wanted the twins they were expecting to be born in France. They did later end up buying the place for a massive $67 million. The whole estate has an extensive history that we just can't fit into one video. But the gist of it is that the whole area they bought spans 1,200 acres and has multiple structures that were made in the 17th century but were preserved well enough to still be usable in modern times. These structures included the chateau itself with 35 rooms, perfect for any family reunion, lush gardens surrounded by a moat, ancient aqueducts, fountains, a pond, and even a chapel the pair got married in August 2014. And these are just to name a few. More recently, the estate's vineyard was upgraded into an olive garden, and the Chateau Miraval released their own brand of locally grown extra virgin olive oil in 2017. The rest of the property is often used for photo shoots by the couple. A recording studio left behind by the previous owner is also used for recording songs and making music videos for famous artists like Pink Floyd and Sting. Number 4. Beyonce and Jayz's house. The story behind the purchase of this house is about as interesting as the house itself. You see, even with the vast amounts of wealth that the two of them had between them, they were still outbid for properties in the Los Angeles area for more than 3 years. That's how you know exactly how expensive the real estate in LA is these days. Keep in mind the couple's net worth combined goes well over $1 billion. That aside, they did find a darling mansion in the Bel Air neighborhood that they immediately snapped up for $88 million. Imagine how expensive the other houses must have been if they could bid that high, but still got outbid for years. They actually had to take out a mortgage of $57 million just to get the house as fast as they did. And while the purchase was one of the most expensive purchases that same year, the luxury of the estate they bought is certainly top class, with an area of 30,000 square feet, 4 outdoor swimming pools, a full spa, and even a media room for recording purposes. The inside of the home is just as luxurious, with a massive living room, a home theatre, an infinity pool overlooking LA, and even a door made of lizard skin. Which isn't really much of anything, but how many houses do you know have a door made out of lizard skin? Number 3. The Playboy Mansion. Arguably one of the most notorious mansions in the world. Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion, or more formally known as the Playboy Mansion West, is an estate located in the Holmby Hills of Los Angeles, near Beverly Hills, and was home to Playboy magazine founder Hugh Hefner from his purchase of it in 1974 to his passing in 2017. The property sits at a respectable 5.3 acres, with a 21,000 square foot home complete with a wine cellar protected by a Prohibition-era secret door, a very classy pipe organ, a game room, which, despite how it sounds, wasn't filled with computers, basketball and tennis courts, swimming pools with a whole waterfall and even a zoo building. You didn't misread that. It's a zoo building where Hefner's exotic collection of pets were taken care of, with even a pet cemetery when they pass adjacent to the 3 zoos and aviaries. In 2016, the Playboy Mansion was put up for sale by Playboy Enterprises Inc., with an initial asking price of $200 million, with an added condition that Hefner himself would be able to rent the estate at any time for the rest of his life, which seemed like a cruel joke, seeing as he passed away a year later. It was bought by Darren Metropolis, the co-owner of Hostess Brands, at $100 million, with the intention of restoring the mansion to its original glory and maintaining it for generations to come. And although this sold for just half of the asking price, it was still the biggest real estate deal in Los Angeles history. Number 2. Oprah Winfrey's home. Known as the Promised Land, the Californian estate wasn't actually for sale originally. That was until Oprah was invited to a party within the property and fell absolutely in love with it. She wasted no time making use of her powers of persuasion and vast wealth to convince the owners, Robert and Marlene Velos, to sell the place. She accomplished her goal almost immediately, and in 2001, the sale was finalized for $50 million. Now, we know what you're thinking. The Playboy Mansion sold for twice that price. So why is this higher on the list? Well, thanks to some exceptionally tender love, care, and stupidly large amounts of money to make the entire property truly shine, the Promised Land is now valued at more than twice its original price. The Promised Land went from 42 acres when it was sold to a current 70 acres, filled to the brim with amenities including, but not limited to, 6 bedrooms, an excessive 14 bathrooms, blisteringly hot 10 fireplaces, and 2 theatres, 1 indoor and 1 outdoor. Outside the manor is no less luxurious, with pools, ponds, orchards, and a lake. Even the guest house has a pool, and there's even a real live tea house where you can live out your wildest tea time dreams. Number 1. Bill Gates' mansion. It doesn't come as much of a surprise to know that one of the wealthiest men in the world has one of the most expensive and luxurious homes in the world as well. Affectionately named the Xanadu 2.0, the property itself was bought in 1998 for $2 million, which is admittedly a paltry amount in comparison to the $127 million it's valued at today. The billionaire tech mogul has spent years and a large fortune to outfit the house with some of the most cutting-edge technology available for home care. The Washington property was designed in the Pacific Lodge style, giving it a homey, relaxing feel, which contrasts from all the gadgetry within the house. These include an estate-wide server system, sensors that detect a room's climate, and lighting for guests, interchangeable digital picture frames, and even an underwater music system for the pool. These are only some of the few amenities that come with the wealth and resources of a multi-billionaire. But you're more than welcome to take a look at all these have to offer with a simple search. Needless to say, though this is one house that's going down in history as one of the best. There you have it, guys. So what did you guys think? Whose house was your favourite? Share your thoughts with us by leaving your comments down below. And if you enjoyed what you watched, why not hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to get instant updates. Thank you and see you guys next time.